The San Francisco Bay, a view envied around the world. And we have it, all thanks to a force of nature named Sylvia McLaughlin.
So you really can't underestimate the impact that she's had. Well, without Sylvia, the bay might have been narrowed to just a small river.
I thought it was just something I had to do. I thought the bay was one of the most wonderful things I'd ever seen.
95-year-old Sylvia never planned on being an environmental crusader. She just knew something needed to change. In 1961, Sylvia watched from her Berkeley Hills home as garbage trucks began dumping into the bay. The city planned to double its size by adding a giant trash landfill. Other cities soon had similar ideas.
David Rockefeller wanted to have an island out there the size of Manhattan by filling the bay, taking off the top of San Bruno Mountain.
Before long, 40 burning garbage dumps were strung around the bay's shoreline.
There was no common agreement on who could stop that. There was no state agency or federal agency charged with regulating the bay.
Then the Oakland Tribune printed a map of what the bay would look like by 2020, a narrow shipping channel. That's when Sylvia and her friends sprang into action.
We were certainly very outraged. The idea of having it filled was just something we couldn't bear.
Sylvia teamed with two other UC Berkeley faculty wives, Kay Kerr and Esther Gulick, to form the organization Save the Bay. If no one was going to do something, then they would.
This was the first grassroots environmental movement by citizens in the San Francisco Bay Area or any bay around the country.
Kay Kerr did most of the writing. Esther kept the books and kept us on track. I was the one that was sort of pushed out in front.
When I was 6 years old, I just thought this is normal. You have 100 people in the house all discussing issues. Doesn't everyone do this?
To end the bay's destruction, Sylvia knew they would need the support of the entire Bay Area.
People dismissed Sylvia and her friends as housewives, and in fact they proved that they were powerful leaders who could mobilize thousands of people to take control.
I think it was probably close to 2,000 of supporters that we had.
The groundswell worked. In 1963, Berkeley announced it was ending its dumping. Their crusade continued until the state of California announced it was suspending all plans to fill in the bay and establishing a coastal management agency. In 1969, Governor Ronald Reagan made this official by signing it into law.
I was just exceedingly pleased, and I felt it was really an honor to be up there and seeing the governor signing this bill.
50 years later, the bay is still thriving.
So Save the Bay has been at the forefront of effort creating habitat and restoring tidal marshes, so many of which have been destroyed. There's now a bay trail that extends more than 200 miles halfway around the bay. There's a necklace of shoreline parks. People really embrace the bay.
It's hard to picture that a view from my office window might have looked like San Fernando Valley instead of open water with sailboats.
As for Sylvia, the last surviving founder of Save the Bay, she's still going strong too.
She's tough to keep up with.
Sylvia still lifts weights twice a week at UC Berkeley's gym. In fact, she was even its publicity poster child for a while.
Oh, I don't mind. You know, anything for the cause.
Another cause led her up an oak tree at Cal. Sylvia and others were trying to save an old grove from being destroyed. The San Francisco Chronicle captured these images.
Oh, I just climbed up the ladder onto this branch. I like to climb, yes.
My mother is an inspiration to me and to my family and to all of us.
And something tells us Sylvia will keep finding ways to inspire those around her.